right, you were around just after Columbine in 1999, and you've done lots of training in active shooters.
Yes, sir.
Scenarios, right? And one of the reasons that those doors are supposed to lock is so that people like the person who committed this unspeakable act can't gain access to the building.
Yes, sir.
Because if it's locked, presumably they don't have access to the keys.
It'd be harder to get into the school. Yes, sir.
Yeah, if it's locked, you can't get in through a locked door without breaching it.
Correct.
Right, because these doors are pretty substantial.
Yes, sir.
They're metal.
Yes, sir.
You've got metal frames.
Yes, sir.
So if you were to go and you would need, and your team would need special equipment to get into that.
Correct.
So the reason they're locked is so that a kid can't play a prank on their teachers, right?
Sure.
But also for more sinister reasons to prevent things like this happening.
Correct.
Right. And that's just the external doors.
Yes, sir. Well, I was speaking about the ones inside the classroom.
But external and internal, right?
Yes.
But your investigation showed a pattern of staff defeating these locks.
Based on the interviews I had done, yes, sir, there were staff that wouldn't always lock the inside doors.
Yeah, and I appreciate that. But your investigation showed that the school had magnets that they could place on the doors to defeat the locks.
Correct.
And they would give them out to staff.
Now that I don't know.
But
I know there were some teachers that utilized those. Now, do I know if the school gave those out? I don't know anything about that.
You don't recall being told that these magnets were given to substitute teachers because they wouldn't be able to get in and out with passes?
Very true. Yes, sir. But your normal staff, no. But substitute teachers, so because they weren't given a key to the classroom, they would be given those.
And I know you're probably aware there was a policy that was against the school policy.
I would suspect so.
Yeah. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, and so just to confirm that your investigation revealed that there was a pattern of leaving these doors unlocked.
Yes.
There was a pattern of defeating the door locks with magnets.
Yes, sir.
Right. And on this day when you were there, you now know that these doors were in fact all unlocked.
At the time, I was under the same impression as everybody else that the door was locked, and come to find out that I've been told, based off of that crime scene investigation, that door was unlocked.
Well, let's just talk about that for a second. So we'll deal with the end of it first, right? So now, through your investigation, I appreciate your candor, Ranger, that we now know that those doors were all unlocked.
I know that one door was unlocked.
The one on the west, right?
Yes.
Is that one you referred to?
The door, I don't know what classroom door that is.
My approach to this.
Yes.
Just very briefly, just to clarify something.
Yes, sir.
So, I'm going to show you what's this next one. And this is the demonstrative of the scene, right?
Yes, sir.
And this is the school.
Correct.
And this is the new building or the west building, as it's called, right? And you'd agree this is the south door.
Correct.
When you say we know that the door, you said the door was unlocked. We're talking about this west one.
No, sir. I was talking about the inside door.
Oh, the inside door to the classrooms.
Correct.
Yeah, they were locked. They were unlocked. Sorry.
One of those that I know of was unlocked.
Did you know that one of the door locks wasn't even working?
No, sir.
You didn't know that?
No, sir.
Right.
I take it back. I knew that they had been having problems with one of them because they had reported it to maintenance that one of the doors was not working.
And nothing had been done about it, right?
Correct.
So the school knew that door wouldn't open, that wouldn't lock.
That they were having issues with it, yes, sir.
Right, and it had been reported to maintenance.
That's what I had been
and
advised.
Nothing had been done about it.
Correct.
But it was supposed to be locked.
Yes, sir.
But it was unlocked. Do you also know through investigation now, I guess you can agree, that the external doors were also unlocked?
Not based on my investigation, but based off of information I had heard, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Reggie. Appreciate it. Pass the witness, gentlemen.
May I, Your Honor?
Yes, sir.
I'd like to start with this whole idea about the common pattern of defeating these Columbine doors being the magnets?
You're going to have to ask that question a different way. I'm
Fair
sorry.
enough. I believe the defense asked you about the common practice of using magnets.
I don't know about Columbine, but I'd heard that there had been individual teachers that were using magnets so the
Okay.
doors would not lock.
I just used the word Columbine because you used that for the name lock. I'll back off of that. The whole issue is pattern of using magnets so door wouldn't lock.
Yes, sir.
Door locking is a safety precaution
Correct.
to protect, I believe the defense said, from things like this happening.
Correct.
And school district police officers are also employed to keep things like this from happening
Yes, sir.
and provide security
For the students, yes, sir, and staff.
and determine whether or not there was a common practice not to lock doors.
I'm going to object. That causes speculation, Judge.
This is what his training has been, Your Honor.
I'll rule the objection. You can answer if you know.
I don't know.
You don't know?
They would know that there is a common practice going on. Would they be aware of that? You would suspect that if they are there at that campus, that they'd be aware of that.
That a school district police officer, you would suspect they would know if there's a common practice of defeating the locks with magnets.
Yes, sir.
And whose job would it be then to correct that?
The staff or that officer.
In charge of the security,
Correct.
to keep that from happening.
Yes, sir.
Did you have any indication that any of the school district police officers corrected the problem, the common problem of using magnets to defeat the locks?
No, sir. I didn't interview any of those individuals.
And Adrian Gonzalez was a school district police officer?
I don't know Adrian Gonzalez.
I'd like to also speak to you about the casings you found inside the car.
Yes.
And just to be clear, the casing could end up inside the car because the weapon was fired inside the car
It could.
and the casing ejected.
Yes, sir.
But if a window is broken out, can a casing escape a weapon outside the car and enter the car?
Sure. Yes, sir.
And was there a window broken out in this case?
Yes.
In this vehicle?
Front passenger window.
So it would be completely consistent with being just outside the car for two casings to end up inside the car.
It could. Yes, sir.
And I wanted to talk to you also about the suggestion about to do anything about it, you need to see it. Right?
You would have to be present.
Present. You were in Del Rio.
Yes.
You couldn't do anything about it in Del Rio.
Correct.
So what did you do?
Responded.
What does responded mean?
I went to that location.
To do something about it,
Yes.
if needed.
Yes.
And you got to that location,
Yes.
and fortunately you weren't needed at that point.
Correct.
But if you get to a location and you can't see an active shooter, but you can hear an active shooter, what do?
You respond to that location.
Go to see it?
To work, not just to see it, but to respond and to initiate whatever you can do to stop it.
So an active shooting, and you hear shooting, to do something about it, you go to it.
Correct.
You don't look for cover.
Correct.
But we talked about equipment. If you don't have your helmet on, then it's okay to look for cover, right?
No, sir.
If you don't have your rifle but only a sidearm, it's okay to look for cover, isn't it?
No, sir.
I object to leading, Judge.
It's the same.
What are the limitations, if you explain to the jury, what are the limitations about going to shots fired in an active shooter situation?
There's not a limitation.
There's not a limitation.
I wouldn't say so.
The rule is what?
To engage. To stop the killing.
Pass it.
Briefly, if I may, sir. We talked. So I just want to clear up a couple of things. things we talk about there, Ranger. So you interviewed several staff at the school, even the principal.
Yes.
Even the principal told you that they would defeat these locks with that magnets, right?
I can't remember which individual said, but based off the interviews I had conducted, now if she had said that, that's a possibility. I just don't remember which individual told me that.
If I represent to you, you spoke to Principal Gutierrez, right?
Yes.
If I represent to you that she told you that, would you have a reason to doubt me?
No, sir.
No, I appreciate that. But nevertheless, there was a pattern of practice of leaving these doors open,
Yes.
leaving them unlocked.
Unlocked.
That's what I mean. When I say open, I mean unlocked,
Yes.
which is a safety issue, right?
Yes.
Okay. And part of that safety thing is to prevent something like this from happening.
Correct.
Right. And so the prosecutor just asked you about school police officers and their duties. Right. Now you investigated this incident. Right. You know through an investigation that Adrian wasn't assigned to this school.
I don't know anything about Adrian.
No. But all right, let me ask you a different question then. You know there was no officer assigned to that school.
No, sir. I don't know anything about the officers at the school.
Through your investigation, you didn't know that?
No, because mine was compartmentalized to specific things.
Right, okay. But if there wasn't a school resource officer assigned to that school, then it'd be difficult for that non-existent school resource officer to report things to the school, right? That makes sense?
If he had never been there, then no, he wouldn't know that.
Right. No further questions. Thank you, Ranger.
No further questions?
Recall, either side.
We don't need to recall him, Your Honor.
Subject to recall, please, Your Honor.
Okay, Ranger, the rule's been invoked. I think you're familiar with that. Please don't discuss the case with anyone. Be available for recall. And once again, when you know the case is over with and the rule is over, you can talk about it.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next witness.
Justin Duck. These are the five.
Which one's these? Oh, did they go in?
The ditch. The other five photographs that you objected to earlier.
We didn't object to them. Listen. I was just like, when was this? What was this one?
Justin Duck. He just did the subsequent stuff.
All right, if you raise your right hand, please, you do solemnly swear the evidence of the testimony giving this cause is the truth. I do. Have a seat there and adjust that microphone, make it comfortable, and speak up so everyone can hear you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Would you tell us what your name is?
My name is Justin Duck.
Justin Duck, what do you do for a living?
I'm a captain with the Texas Department of Public Safety.
And where do you work?
I work at Austin headquarters for DPS.
Okay. How long have you worked there?
A little over 19 years now.
And could you just give us a brief history of what you've done there?
Yes, so I started in 2006 as a Texas Highway Patrol Trooper out of Houston. In 2012, I promoted into the Criminal Investigations Division, where we investigated forgery, fraud, motor vehicle theft, and violations of the Texas Racing Act. In 2016, I promoted into the Texas Rangers, which is the major investigative branch for the Department of Public Safety. In 2024, I promoted into the Office of Inspector General as a lieutenant, and there's basically the internal affairs of DPS. And in earlier this year, or late or mid 2025, I promoted into my current position in the Human Resources Operations Division.
And back in 2022, what were you doing?
I was a Texas Ranger stationed out of the Waco area.
Out of where?
Waco area.
And did you end up in Uvalde around May 24th or soon thereafter of 2022?
Yes, sir, I did.
How did you end up doing that?
In my time in the Rangers, I was part of the crime scene investigation team, and so when the shooting happened on May the 24th, we were activated and told to respond to Uvalde.
And when did